Okay, boys and girls, we're going to go over something you got to keep up. But we can't be spinning our minds on the treadmill. You got to get off the treadmill and actually travel some distance in your intellectual thinking. So I want to ask me, well, wait, if global warming is so bad, why don't we switch to nuclear power? Why don't the environmentalists go for that? And then they'll cite some statistics or whatever showing, well, yeah, there's nuclear waste, but it doesn't cause as much damage. And I guess there's places in France where you can power a city and the residual nuclear waste is, you know, some token amount, and it's much better for whatever. You know the argument. And then also, oh no, because there's nuclear waste. That's what you'll hear from the environmentalists. And then people are like, well, yeah, but, you know, right now it's kind of... So stop beating your heads. Let me explain to you why you should stop beating your heads against the wall when it comes to convincing environmentalists about nuclear power. The reason they're environmentalists, the reason environmentalists are against nuclear power, even though it would be better for the environment, is not because they're for the environment. It's not because they're worried about nuclear waste. The environmentalists are first and foremost for environmentalists because they don't want to work real jobs. They don't want to do or contribute anything of value, because to contribute something of value takes effort. I want to become an engineer. Okay, well, you got to go to school and work really hard. I want to make a computer program video game. Okay, you got to learn how to code. I want to just be a sexy motherfucker and have people attracted to me. Well, you better hit the gym. Look at the background. Look at the resume. Look at their LinkedIn profile. 99% of the time, every once in a while there's someone who's legit, but 99% of the time, when you go to their LinkedIn profile, you look at their background, they got some worthless bullshit degree, some worthless bullshit job. Their activities include some other fucking bullshit that doesn't require hard work, or more just, you know, more armchair slacktivism, virtue signaling. It is work avoidance. It is the fear of toil and effort. It is pure and inherent laziness that drives them. And so when you say, well, yeah, but what about nuclear power? You're taking their number one thing in life that gives them value, and that is the right to have some kind of moral crusade for the environment. Because if you solve their problem, they got to go find a new one. They might have to go get jobs. You know, it's like, and I'm not this conspiratorial, but it's the concept of the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want to solve or cure the disease or the problems. They just want to treat them. And what it basically boils down to is these people are too fucking lazy to actually go and do something that they'd rather jerk off and masturbate to a problem. Look how good I am. Look how good I am. Oh my God, I put a bumper sticker on my car. Drive around in a fucking Subaru Forester with a coexist bumper. That's all. That is the number one thing that drives them. And so, this happened before. They're like, I don't understand. That's because you don't understand. You're operating from the wrong premise. You think they're arguing from honesty, intellectual honesty. You think they're arguing in good faith. They're not. Deep in their heart of souls, they don't give a damn. I'll tell you another example. I used to live in Minneapolis, and my neighbor, he was a leftist. I didn't say anything about my politics. And he had some old hippie chick over. They were all boomers. And they had banned something with the air. I don't know if it was coal or something had passed. And they literally said, we got that. Now it's time. Now on to particulates. I'm like, particulates? What the hell's a particulate? I asked him, what's a particulate? He says, oh, well, we're going to try and get fireplaces banned because of the smoke particulates that are emitted. Now, this is in Minnesota. I don't know if you know anything about Minnesota. It's cold. And if the electricity goes out or your furnace goes out, and you don't have a means by which to heat your house, a lot of people rely on wood-burning stoves or fireplaces. It's a good, and you know, back in the day, a lot of these houses that were built, they were, you know, before gas was ran to the house. You had fireplaces, you had wood-burning stoves. And you think like, oh, you got your thing. You got rid of the coal plant. Now on to particulates. That's all it is. They'll never stop. They're banning plastic straws. Don't you see it's a... Let's talk about Minnesota again, Minneapolis in particular. I think they passed the ban on drive-thrus. Like, Aaron, what are you talking drive-thrus? Well, you see, I don't know if you knew this, Minnesota's cold. Drive-thrus, when the cars queue up, they're running their engines, and that's bad for the environment. Because it don't put in nuclear power, hell no. But we're going to make Gertrude and Herman, who are in walkers, walk across ice. Maybe they just want a McDonald's late at night, and they're 72. And they're going in, and they can't go in through a drive. Or handicapped people. I guess Herman and Gertrude with their walkers would indicate that. Now you got to... It didn't even dawn on me. Those poor sons of bitches who have wheelchairs. Now they got to do that. And then they got to go in to get a Big Mac. But you see, again, you think that the environmentalists are operating from good intentions of the environment. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the environment. Because there's no moral compass. Don't you see now, I mean, not to point out, this is the end all be all. But a reasonable person would say, wait a minute. Now, I understand your concerns about the environment, but there's other things we could do aside from ban drive-thrus from being built in Minneapolis. Because a lot of handicapped people, it's very convenient for them to get the food. It's very convenient for them to come up in the drive. And they don't have to suffer the cold. Old people aren't going to risk the slip and break their hip and die. They don't care about that. It's all about them and feeling good. It is literally this. That's all they're doing. And, I know. It's a lot of me to ask, especially people on the right, to get past this stage. Oh my God, look at what they're doing. Oh my God, look at what they're doing. It's like, could you advance your understanding? Could you start calling them out as hypocrites, masturbators, and parasites? Because that's what they are. I'm waiting for the day. Now who's finally calling themselves socialists? The Democrats are finally calling themselves. At least Bernie and Cortez are honest. The Republicans long ago should have grown a pair and say, hey, you guys are socialists, and I wish we would use the word parasite, because that's what they are. But you guys have... Come on, guys. I'm waiting for you on the hill here. I got a position. Do you want to come up? Hi, how come the environmentalists are against nuclear power? I don't get it. All right, questions, answers, asshole consult. Wasn't even a request. One of the first originals in a long time. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.